Good evening, everyone. I'm really happy about how that timing worked out. Royce, after you spoke, I needed a minute to kind of collect myself, so that worked out. Congratulations to all the other recipients. I'm honestly still in shock to be up here. I'm not really sure how that happened. But I would like to thank Multiplying Good and the Board of Selectors for this tremendous honor. Receiving this award from my old colleague Royce is just such a pleasure. You know, she was absolutely instrumental in helping me get my footing in the first few years of that program to get it up and running. And as I said in Mott Haven, the award-winning short documentary on the origins of the studio, she truly is a boss. The filmmaker, Kyle Morrison, is also here tonight. Kyle, I want to thank you for your commitment to seeing that passion project through and for honoring the narratives of those young people and the life of the student we so tragically lost. Josh, this is for you, man. There's someone else who is not here and should be. My late professor, mentor, colleague, and friend, Dr. Edgar Tyson. He first created hip-hop therapy in the mid-90s, coining the term and introducing the culture into a clinical setting, and he is the giant whose shoulders I stand upon. A week ago marked the second year of his sudden passing, and not a day goes by that I don't think about all he did for me. You know, I said this at his funeral, but it rings truer as time passes. I have no idea where I would be had I not met him. Certainly not here, that's for sure. Dr. Tyson didn't just forge the foundation, he encouraged me to build upon it. He believed in me from the start. Why, I have no idea, but in the process, he gave me permission to trust my instincts. Because this isn't just something I've read about. This is something I've lived and continue to. I'm no stranger to mental illness. I spent several of my teenage years in and out of various institutions, rehabs and psychiatric hospitals. But you know, there was always one resource I could reliably turn to, and that was hip hop. Hip hop has always been inherently therapeutic for me, as it has been for the communities that birthed it. Writing, in particular in rhythm, was a way for me to structure all the insanity bouncing around my head, and it allowed me to make meaning out of the madness. Rapping was a way for me to get all that energy out, to do so in a healthy manner. Producing was a way for me to express my hurt and my hope without words, to make the unspeakable heard. Rapping, recording and performing brought me into connection with others when I felt utterly alone. Hip-hop is an expressive form of alchemy, and it provided me with agency amidst a sense of absolute powerlessness. It gave me purpose, direction, and the tools to get there. All of this still rings true today. When my little brother passed a couple years ago, a couple months before Tyson, actually, I was lost, man. And it really wasn't until I made a song and a video for him that I was able to start processing that grief. And being able to provide that kind of outlet to youth in the birthplace of the culture that has helped sustain me is beyond my wildest dreams. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. Over the past 7 years, thanks to the commitment of the founding principal, Helene Spadaccini, the studio has more than doubled in size and investment. It's even bigger now than what you just saw. And that's really a result of the youth and all of their hard work. That's not me. You know, they suited up and showed up and put their money where their mouth was. And they took advantage of the opportunity. I mean, they're some of the most inspirational people I have ever met. Their resilience, determination, it's absolutely astounding. You know, some of the things these kids have been through, I don't think most people could possibly imagine. the extent of complex developmental trauma that some of them have been through, it's enough to make you question your faith in humanity on a regular basis. Yet they get up every day, come to school, do their work, and stay after school for hours in the studio, excavating their souls, confronting their shadows, and supporting each other as they do so. If that's not inspiring, I don't know what is. I was asked to think about my why, why do I do this? And I couldn't help but think, why not? The opportunity to serve is just that. It's an opportunity. It's a privilege. I firmly believe being selfless is one of the most selfish things you can do. It feels good to be a service. It's a reward unto itself. And it is in giving of ourselves that we gain ourselves. Giving is getting, but you can't give away what you don't have. You have to help yourself before you can help someone else. And then by some miracle, helping someone else is helping yourself. I'm awarded every single day I go to work with smiles, laughter, genuine connection, conversation, and trust. Those aren't small things. Hip-hop therapy is much bigger than education. It's about self-actualization. And being able to bear witness to these young people's transformations on a daily basis is the greatest reward that I could ever receive. I have to say, though, an honor such as this is profoundly encouraging, as it lets me know that service is not just seen or appreciated, but supported. That there are like minds out there who somehow, despite the innumerable tragedies of existence, still maintain faith in humanity, and not just faith, but the willingness to act upon it. That you don't just dare to dream, you dare to do. For that, I'm extremely humbled to be in your presence, and I want to sincerely thank you all for being here. Thank you.